Hey folks, this is what we're doing today. Today we are putting together the Tier 3 wash plant setup at Pine Valley. What I'm hoping to do slightly different than other people's videos is that I'm going to hopefully be able to call out what wire ropes that I'm using and things like that, because I've watched a lot of people's videos on the Tier 3 wash plant setup, and all you do is just watch them put the setup together, and in many cases poorly. So anyway, I'm hoping to be able to help you out a little bit there, and when we're done, we're going to do a full 100% mat clean out. And what I mean by that is when the plant reaches 100, the mats reach 100%, no matter how many buckets we've got from the jig or whatnot, we shut down and we do a full clean out at that point. And I will, in the end, give you a complete rundown as to where we ended up. Anyway, I guess we're going to have to get this thing rolling. Let's fire those engines up. Keep digging. All right, so that's the wrong button. For this first one, I am using the 5-foot, and we want to come from this side. Now where it sits is on the platform coming out of the out of the shaker, and you'll notice that it's at an angle, but we're going to be placing it from this side, and we're going to be on an angle too. So otherwise I would use like 5s and some 4s, but in this case we're just going to use 5s all the way around. And I should place other things that use straight 5s if I can. So, hard hats on, let's do this. Whoop, didn't mean to drag it. That ought to be fine. Jump out of here. Whoop. Not letting me jump out of here. Alright, so we want the in on our right. We're using 5-foot cable. Oop. That's the one I want. Okay, looks good to me. Okay. Now, one of the tricks, and I'm not saying that I can guide you in on the tricks of this stuff. I can't. And you want to come up the hill backwards or ahead of it, so that it's lower than you, or the terrain, the natural terrain. See, I think I'm as high as I can get. Yeah, I'm as high as I can get. So we are not trying to drag it so much. I'm going to try and get a little closer over here. Then I think I'm going to tilt the sideways. might not be tall enough, actually. I might need to... Whew, boy, that would suck to have to go to 4s. But again, I think we got it, and we are at an angle, just like it's at an angle. I might have to move the... yeah, we're going to be good. We're going to be just fine. And bring this down a little. Oop, wrong controls. Simple, simple, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay. I realized as soon as I picked it up, it's like, hey, that thing needs to be at an angle. Part on. I apologize. And straighten out the body this way a little bit. And we should just be able to run that right on down the hill, actually. Just right on down the hill. This one I don't know if could be any easier. Now watch, it'll become hard as and difficult as shit as I get down there, but it's just gonna pop right in place. It's just gonna go bink. Love you, bink. So that's a 5 and 4. 5s on the backside facing you. The upper splash panel gets 4s. We have another one at the top up there that's kind of like that. We should probably just grab it now before we switch over to before we switch up over to whatever I need for this one here, which I believe is a mixture of 4s and 5s, but in an opposite direction. So we're going to turn, try not to disturb anything. Again, should be the same thing. 5s back here. 4s in the front. And that's really the reason I'm making this video on setup, because I mean anybody can do it, but I'm trying to take some of the guesswork out as far as which wire ropes to use for each of the pieces of machinery. So again, normally I would put in that other top rock panel, but or I guess you call it a sluice box in this business, but it's a rock panel. I apologize for being incorrect as per the norm. Oh, let me bring this up here. That'll help us out here. Again, that's 5s in the back here on the out facing us. 4s on the top or the front. Try to make this as simple as the pimple on my butt. It's just going to fall into place too. It just loves us. Now let's see, that is in and out. I think I need to take it from the other side, the top, because we are going to want in on our right side, and in is going to be 4-foot rope, and the out is going to be 5-foot rope. Sorry, I can't make the excavator go any faster. There is only one speed. Whereabouts are we at? Let me just move that over a little bit. That'll help. Okay, we're resting out if I do that. Let's just jump out there and figure out the rope situation. We are going to use the same ropes. We just need 4s and 5s in specific spots. So I'm just going to start by taking them off and toss them off to the side just to keep from being overtly confused as to which chain I've got sitting on here. Oh, come on, get off of there. Oh, maybe if I crouch, I won't hit my head so much. Alright, so we need 5s on the out because it's going to be lower than us. Please, if you're taking notes, use a sharp number 2 pencil and quit poking your sister. Okay, you want 4s on this side because the inside will be higher always because these things are gravity fed. So, that should take care of that. That's the in and outs of that. Alright, so let's get this thing up in the air, shall we? Man, I don't know, that might not worked out to the best of my abilities. It may not have worked out to the best of my abilities. So, I'm actually just going to drive part way down here, then turn around and bring it up to the top. Oh, that one? Is that the right one? That is the right one, yeah, okay. And then I'm just going to back up. Which I know is even slower than regular, but it does keep your object lower than you, so you're not constantly dragging it around. In this case, I would actually prefer to have 3s and 4s. They don't sell 3s because we don't need that much room. I do not need that much extra room for anything. Because right now I've got it at fullest height, fullest extent. So there's no need for that. You can see 3s and 4s have been great. But they want us to improvise. So I'm going to bring it down to about the right spot, but not quite. And then I'm going to try and turn the body. Whoop. I'm not trying to put it in there right now. I'm trying to actually turn myself. I'm going to bring that in just a hair using that. Maybe. No, I got to bring it. I got to keep it fully extended. All right. Oh my God! It popped in place. I did not expect that. I really expected to have to move inwards a little bit more, like up in here before I could have got it to a pop. So I apologize for my premature popping. Well, starting to lose daylight here. I actually need this facing the other dang way. So I'll try to remember that when I'm hooking it up. So if I need to switch it the other way, that means that this one got it. This one goes back here. Boy, this can get screwed up real easy. Trying to pick it up and spin it around. Okay, so that one should go there. Okay, we want that to come around in the other direction. And that means this one goes to the back on the other side. If I got the right one. And I did. Don't give me no shit and say it don't fit. It'll reach. It's probably not gonna because I need to move that over. Alright, so while I'm up front here, let me just grab the other ones. And let's see if that one goes there, and this one goes here. And that means that this one goes here. And then I need to move the bucket so that one will be closer. And then when I pick it up, it should spin around. But what I'm going to do is I am going to fast forward to morning. So let me move this over first and get it hooked up. Oh, not run it over. I guess I need to back up a little bit. And that should probably take care of that problem. Oh, stop, 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 stopping. Alright, so the one that's not hooked up, thank God it's free, that's nice, should go back here. And I am going to shut this down rather than doing it at night. And I will see you all in the morning. Now the idea is for that thing to turn around so the hole is facing us. See? Which of course worked smashingly. Alright. I think they put it in backwards like that just so you have to use your problem solving skills. So, okay, wait a minute now, let me look at how I got here. It's like when you get over here to the electrical panel and it's laying on its side and you gotta go, okay, if I was laying on my side, how would I fix that? And this sucker's just gonna pop in so fast. Oh my goodness. Now see, that was using 4s all the way around. Now what I'm going to try and do here is to kind of drape myself over the top and maybe pick up those chains. Oop. Let me get over here where I can see. I think that works really well. I can kind of reverse that without yanking on those too much. Out and see what we got here. If I can't hook these on there. Oh, did I? Dagnabbit. Nope. Well, we'll take what we can get. See if I can get that from here. Yes. Yes! Sound like Marv Albert. Yes! He puts it down. Yes! Alright, I'm going to try to move forward. I don't think that's going to loosen it up. I was trying to get that dang thing to let loose of that thing. Heck with it, I'm just going to yank it up. You want to keep playing with me? You want to keep playing? Because I think the edge of it is kind of hooked on a wire or something. And right now, I'm okay with it. Just so you know, make a note of that. We are using 4s right now instead of the 5s, which I thought we needed, or we would not be able to keep this thing off the ground. As it is, we are still having a problem keeping it off the ground. But I am fully extended in all aspects. Just checked again a second ago. We do have to keep it behind us so that it is below us. wish it didn't pop into place so easy. I wish we had to work for it just a little bit harder, because I enjoy a little bit of the struggle. And I knew that was going to pop in there, and I also knew I didn't like the idea. Now, I think I'm going to go grab the conveyor hopper next, and I can actually put it in either way, either this way or straight on. So we're just going to put it in this way because it's easier to hook up, because we're already facing this way. And again, we're just going to do this with 4s. May the 4s be with me. Oh, is that the right side? No. Excuse me. Look at the bucket for instructions, sir. You're not the boss of me. Oh yeah, it comes with the fuel as well. And there I am, just running it like crazy, using all the dang fuel. All I'm trying to do is just get to that wire rope. Come on, come on. Oh yeah, putts. I saw it there. Oh, you lying sack of crap. Your mother's too short. See, it's probably long enough right there, but I'm gonna move it forward for you, so you don't have to cry so much. Coming together right now. Don't say it. I told you not to say it. Now I think I know. I think. I'll go get that last. Whoop, sorry, moved my body. Need to go move that last rock panel or rock box. Slug box, whatever you call it. So, of the you will needs, let's see, we are in and out. Out needs to be 5s. And, oh, I think I had, what I have, I got some 5s up here. So all I need is to bring the 4s with me. Use the 4s. So I think I've got 4s all the way around. And if I'm carrying it from that side and the 5s need to be over here, then I will take the 4s off of here. And we got 2 5s sitting up there, so we'll just roll. We'll just roll on. Oh, you know what? We'll run low on fuel. I'm gonna have to. We'll put this panel in there and get fuel. We got time for that. We got time for that. Oh, you know what? Yeah, okay. Did I do this right? No, I did this completely wrong. Oh no, I got it right. Okay, it was just the way that it looked. So again, we are using 4s on the inside, 5s on the outside. You'll notice my white bucket safety cones around the hole. Don't hit the truck, don't hit the truck. forward a little bit first, then it'll just pop right in place. All right, so, and we are off again. Look at that, full of fuel, like a mule. Now see, we were just offset here with 4s and 5s. I don't think we need those any more than 5s. And although I think 5s work really well, I'm going to try and do 4s on a bunch of the rest of this equipment if I can, except of course the trommel, which will either be 5s and barely making it, or 7s and excuse me, or it'll be 7s and we're dragging it. Now we had 4s on the back side, or this side over here, okay. So I'm going to take those off of there real quick. Alright. Alright, so I honestly think we're just going to run right down the line there. Now electrical, you know what, I think I'm going to hit it slightly different, because I'm going to hit it from this side. I want it facing me. Face me. Now it's laying on its side, so actually all of the hookups are over here, so it's really not a problem to just bring it over here. Oh, I guess it is a little bit of a problem if you're running into your equipment, you jackass. Alright, so like I say, when I got here, I don't know if it's this way everywhere, but it come in here sideways. And so this would be the top. Oh, it's too short. Well, then let me raise this up halfway and see if that makes a difference. And up a little bit. Let's see how that worked out. No, we told you it was too short. You have to listen to us because we're the Crybaby Patrol. Oh, watch your toes, watch your toes. Watch my toes. Again, this is kind of a test because we've never used 4s. Use the fours. Now, we're in trouble here because we're actually lower than the object, but that's why I also, again, use the 4s instead of 5s. I'm hoping not to break a chain here. I was really hoping to be able to back up that hill there. Couldn't quite get to it. I'm not trying to drag this if I can help it. I'm going to turn it and try to drive it straight down. See how it was going forward, so I jumped forward real quick. Yeah, I was hoping not to catch the edge of that. It'll come free. Try not to hit any high spots like that. Well, I guess it's time for me to turn this a little bit and get it back over to where it's off the ground. I'm actually swinging it, and I don't mean to, so I'm trying to move my body back over the center. And that's because we're going to head down the hill. We're going to set the front end down, and that's why I didn't use off-size ropes for the angle, is because we're just going to set the front end down and then kind of adjust the back end. I'm going to adjust for that swing a little bit here. Now, that's not bad because I want to leave enough room that I can get in behind it as well. Now see, I don't want to just let it all the way down, because then it'll be really, you know, not squared off as much as I'd like. So you just kind of jiggle it and set it down until you get in the right spot. That ain't bad, but I want it more over there. How's that? What do you think of that, huh? I'd kind of like to go back down the hill a little bit more, I think. Oh, god damn it. Now the good thing is, while we've got it up in the while we've got it now facing in the right upright position, we can climb the ladders to to take our chains off if need be. I'm trying to get that back in to swing over and down. I'm going to go with that. Oh, I love having power. Pretty much the exact same thing here. Don't like that. as high as we can go, and we're as high as we can go, and those are 4-foot rope. So I mean, we can't do better than that. I'll try to bring it down here, lift it over top of this here, and see if I can't get a little closer in there. Square it off as I'd like to. That's not bad. Now that dang Tremel is a long son of a gun, and I've only ever seen people use 7s on it. But then you do just like everything else, you drag it in the dirt. So I am going to try and use some 5s. Now, I don't know that it can be done with 5s, but I think it can. I think it's just a matter of moving your bucket down low enough and directly in the middle. I think 5s will work. And I could be wrong, and we'll be switching over to 7s. And we want to come in motor facing us. There you have it. That'll be all the proof I need to see. Because I've seen people use nothing but 7s on these. And I'm like, no way, because they're dragging it everywhere they go. I think we'll be so much better off. Oh God, that's so much nicer. Yes. Yes. Because I've seen people there, and they're just dragging it with 7s, and here we've got 5s on. We're going to put this in place, and before we start hooking everything completely up, I've still actually got to go to the store to get screens and mats, but I'll of course pause through that. Uh-oh. I forgot I put these in here first. Last time I did this, I did it before I put in the tanks. But we got this. Ain't nothing but a thing. It likes to play with me anyway. Yeah. I say yeah. Oh man, I moved that son of a gun. I'll have to find a way to fix that. Well, gonna take a quick break. Morning, caught up with this real quick. Gonna fix something for breakfast and get some coffee going, and then I'll meet you out here again. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I still need to unpack my grates and stuff. Let me just take all this stuff right on down to the bottom there. Rather than carry them all down there one at a time. Excuse me. Pull this microphone up here a little bit. You will need 3 screens that you find in the store along the back wall, where you will also find the new miner's moss that you will be using. You will not be using the same miner's moss that you used in your hog pan. These are bigger, and you will need 6 of these. Six miner's moss from the back row, not the ones that you got for your hog pan. And 3 screens. Excuse me. Had this nasty cough for a few days where there's just it just won't break loose. Just a tingling. It's annoying. I don't know if that was the last one or not. Oh, one more in there. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 3 screens. Each one covering 2. Excuse me. So, I should have brought down a couple of buckets also, but I didn't. I do have some other things to carry down there anyway, like wave tape and stuff. Got the belches also. Okay, so what did I need? I needed a couple of buckets, and oh. Hey, I think we got like insurance on those or something. Yes, I think they're insured for their full value. Please feel free. Not that lamp though. That's not insured. That will cost us like, what was that, $100? Well, our insurance, because of the deductible, would cost us $250. Wonderful, just fall over on the job. What kind of horse crap is that? I'm thinking you might need one of these down there, because there's going to be times that we're doing that stuff at night. All I ask is you stay on board just for a moment. Now I'm going to need a light cord. Okay. Could take those down there first. Is there anything else I need to take with that though? I don't think so. Now, if I remember right, I had one like up here somewhere, and that way I didn't have to actually have one all the way down there. It worked out pretty well. I'm gonna try. See, I think that's gonna work. Once you get electricity to them, they stay still. Whereas, well, not totally still. These stay pretty damn still. But your lamps still get knocked around and stuff. Now once we put electricity to those, or a hose, they become a lot more stable. If I run into them right now, I'll knock them all over the place. It's ridiculous. So, oh, I have an electrical cord. What do I need that for? Nothing right now. I know, you're thinking, well, you need one for the lamp, or you need one for this, that, or the other. Yeah, well, rick 'em, rack 'em, rick 'em, ruck 'em. They don't like me. I say, fine. I think I'll just pull over here, too. Just to kind of be out of the way. Now, I do need that cord. What else is in there? I think it was just that cord. I do need the cord, and we're going to use that actually for the for the duplex jig. But what you want to do is I want to feed it from up here rather than wrap that sucker all the way around. Whoop. And because the duplex jig is all part of the main source there, I will make sure to put it here rather than one of the other ones down there. And that's the only reason, is because it's part of the main setup. Now I'm going to try to bring this over here so that the end falls over that side. You got to run around here, and it's the best way to pull it through. Now you don't want to pull it through a machine. I had done that with my shaker, where I had an electrical cord running through there, and it caused it to not shake, and I lost. Well, I didn't know what was wrong, and so I lost $250,000 in just like, see, I don't like that. It caused my shaker to not work. So I'll pull it tight through here. See, and then I'll pull it too far, because then it'll roll it on the ground here. See, sort of. So I kind of go too far, and then hook it on, and you'll see that it goes around, even if it goes through the machine, but it didn't. That's awesome. And that's what we're really looking for. I do the same thing with the water, but I got to go get electrical for the wavetable and the oh, by the way, welcome to setup. Electrical and stuff. Yeah, we've still got the wavetable and the... Now here's the other thing, if you don't know already. When you plug something into it, it'll tell you what's on the other end of that plug. And I try to it'll do the same thing on the inside. And I try to run them in a certain order. Like when I'm actually running the plant, I usually start with the trommel first, because it's the last in line, which means it's now ready. The last thing in line is ready. Then I do the shaker, because it's the next thing in line and it's ready. And then I do the conveyor, and then I do the conveyor hopper. And I actually start with the duplex jig, because it's the very last in line. But I'm talking about the big plugs over there. But yeah, then the duplex jig, which is first, and then the other ones are like for lights and things like that. Wavetable, and I don't necessarily turn those on unless I'm actually using them. But we do want to plug one in. And if you do it over there, it probably won't work, only through this little hole right here. And you do the same thing with your water. See, now I'm going to hook one of those up, and then it'll become much more stable, and we won't have to worry about it falling over and stuff. Oh, well. Well, that one kind of pulled it tight through there. But you don't necessarily want to go through machinery, because like I say, I had some going through electrical wire and a big thick blue cable going through a shaker, and it made it so that it would not work at all. Water ran through it, and that was it. It wouldn't shake. And I didn't realize what was going on. And I ran probably about 15 to 17 dump truck loads into the hopper and ran it through, and I was at 4% on my mats and 3% in the bucket. It was ridiculous. Now, before I did all that, see, I had $1 million loan. My payments are $21,000 a day. Now they're not right now because I don't have the $1 million loan anymore because I had to restart because that's what I'm getting at. God, I hate when this thing falls short like that. So I do it like that, sort of, where I roll that on the ground. I had $1 million loan. My payments were $21,000 a day. I had built plants at all 3 of the properties, although I had only built this one. I hadn't built the other ones yet. They just had all the equipment. And I had, like I say, I had mined like 15 or better dump truck loads and had shit. Now, besides the setup, I had run for several days to where I had over almost $250,000 cash on me from the $1 million loan that was left over, which I was using to be able to get caught up because the loan was atrocious. And I ran that down to where I had $6,000 left when I figured out what was wrong. Of the $250,000, taking $21,000 a day from me. And that was too much of a loss. Out of a $1 million loan, I was losing over $250,000 of it due to a shaker that wouldn't work. See, everything worked fine, except I didn't see it shaking. I didn't realize that. I seen water running through it. Everything was working. Everything said it had power. Everything said it had water. But because there was a wire going through it, it didn't work. And so because I had lost so much and so much dirt, besides the money, I had a save that was before I took the $1 million loan. Now, I already had most of this equipment, but I took a loan for these 2 pieces here. So, anyway, we are setting up. As far as the shaker, it needs water. So we will hook this up over there. Do I still have it? Did it fall out of my hand? Maybe I should walk slower. No, I'm gonna run. Okay, so we want to set it up facing this way so we can turn it on and off easy. Let's just start passing out the big blue cord, shall we? Everybody gets a big blue cord. Big blue cord for you. Now, normally what I've been doing is I run it down here and then I like drop it through there or pick it up through there. If I can, let me crouch down, see if I can get it. Don't see it. No, don't see it. Can't get under far enough. Who cares? We're just going to go for it. And we do want you last. Or no, that's the extra spot. You know what, I might switch them on here so that I just run them in a row. So when we do that, I'm going to take this one, put it down. Yeah, that puts the I'll put it there for now. And that will leave the open port there. So that on the inside, my panels, I should just be able to go straight across. Duplex jigs, trommel, shaker, conveyor belt, and the container. But I need to run down there and hook up the magnetite separator to electricity. Come on, come on. Don't mess with me. Come on. I did get it, didn't I? Come on now. We had a deal here. I picked you up, you follow me. Oh, it does that when you get near it too, and you touch it with something, and yeah, it becomes erratic. It's alive! It's alive! Okay, so I believe everything has power. This is all the external power for in case I need extra lighting, which haven't determined yet that I want or need. I should have left the pump up here, but we'll be okay. Oh, you thought you're not supposed to come loose. You're supposed to come out this way a little bit first before getting doubled back on. Around here after I go back and pick it up. What? Come on now. Quit playing me like that, man. You know what I'm doing, man. I'm straightening everything out here, man. Oh, I should run back here. To get the most length out of the hose. Alright, now where am I going? Somewhere up here. Okay, I should have brought the other O's. The bigger O's. Oh, it's on the other side over here. And this is the one we hooked straight up through the outside of it there, the side facing us. Now it doesn't matter if it has a kink in it and looks weird. It all works. It's just graphics. It recognizes a connection and therefore it works. Guess while I'm here, I could have ran them both down there. Now, in truth, I could move that down there so it's actually kind of closer to being on the way. It doesn't have to be up here. Revamping. It's just like recalculating. Okay, what happened to that other hose anyway? Oh, it's on this side. Recalculating. So we should just run it like right here. down here? No, I'm not. I need to make some coffee or something. So what do we need? This is all hooked up. The only thing I really have here to hook up is lights. I don't need lights. But I like lights. I don't need to have power cords or not. I don't see anything over here. I'm thinking I don't have enough power cords. I'm gonna go check the shed. There might be a couple small ones in there. Now that one goes over there, that light. I have one coming off of there over here. Yeah, I know I have a few of them still somewhere. If not here, over at the other plant. say work light. And so on the inside, it should just go right down the line. Puncha, 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 puncha. What did this here? Yes, we did. I wonder if I could take it through the rock area, though. I bet I could. As long as I'm not interfering with anything. But I'll see if I can just take it around. Go the long way. Okay. I pull that one out there because these are for the dig site. I usually like the idea of at least 1 to 2 lights, but lose any cords back behind there. Nope, this looks like I'll be short 1 cord. Oop, somehow I missed. How'd I do that? I guess before I go starting to do trying the acrobatics, I need to, oh, we can take that off from there. Does it every time. Goes through the floor. The best way is just to get up on top, and I just drop them off the end. That's a good stuff. Okay, so this will be final tally. Make sure those tables got some power. I can do that first. Maybe I already got power. Usually that thing fires up when you do that though. Okay, I'm going to go tell my workers to shut the hell up for a minute. So we can get an accurate. We don't need to take a tally yet. I guess I could have processed all this stuff first. And we're going to start with the buckets rather than the mat material. I'm going to save again. Simply because there's just been too many problems lately. And I'm only going to save on the autosave in case the autosave saves, because I can always go back to before then. Okay, we have power and electricity. Let me write down my starting point so we can have an accurate measurement on the clean out. And we will have start point is 79.089. And I am just going to start processing buckets over here. These are buckets that came out of the jig first. Where the huge difference is going to come in. Waiting for the grand finale. Okay, got us a total here. Sort of. Here we go. Action. Well, there you have it, folks. My version of the Tier 3 wash plant setup at Pine Valley. Did a 100% mat cleanup. To me, that means when my mats reach 100%, that's when we do the clean out. It doesn't matter what my bucket percentage is, how many buckets I've done, because the mats is where your money is. So at a 100% mat clean out, I have some totals for us here from the buckets, there was 6 buckets, not all 100% full, but 23.208 ounces. From the mats, we have 60.44 for a total of 83.648 ounces at a 100% mat cleanup at Pine Valley. So, there you have it. I'm going to head on down to the store and get some supplies. Till next time, keep digging.